Alrighty. Good morning, everyone, or afternoon for some of you. Welcome to your Wednesday Power Flow. This is a more advanced flow, but we'll definitely have some modifications throughout the class. We have Joe and Andre here, both modeling, I guess. Let's go ahead and start in Shavasana, so final resting pose on your back. Awesome job. So settling in here. Find your breath. Start to notice each inhale and notice each exhale as it comes naturally to you. Let everything rest heavy in your mat, starting with your toes, feet, legs, going through your hips, torso, shoulders, arms, hands, neck and head. Unfurl your eyebrows. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Maybe close your eyes or find a soft gaze. Start to take a mental scan. Notice where your mind is today. Any tight spaces. Any emotions or frustrations or happiness or anxiety or whatever is coming through your mind today. Just acknowledge. And then start to take a body scan. Notice how your body's feeling today. Notice if you feel tight anywhere, any aches, pains, soreness. Maybe you feel good, have high energy, low energy, whatever it is you're feeling within the body, just acknowledge. Start to take some deeper, more deliberate breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's take 3 deep breaths together, in through the nose. Exhale, side out. Take a breath in and a breath out. Biggest breath you could find in through the nose and out through the mouth. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana, so bottoms of the feet together, knees come wide. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Continue to breathe deep. And then notice each hand as they rise and fall with your breath, creating a seesaw-like motion between the 2 placements. Allowing your knees to get a little bit heavier with each exhale. Get heavier through the hips. If this feels really intense to you, you can always place pillows or blocks underneath each knee. Take a breath in and a breath out. This is your moment to set your intention for class. So this can be anything that you're working on. It can be a phrase, it can be a word, maybe something you're working on within your practice, maybe within yourself, at work, within a relationship or a friendship, whatever it is. Come to this word or phrase. We've been working on the mantra or intention of breath or breathing. So we'll continue to work through this mantra this week. So if you'd like to take that as your intention for your class today, think about how breath feels to you. What is your relationship with breath? And maybe play around throughout your practice with finding different depths to your breath. One more breath in. One more breath out. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side, massage your lower back. Let this feel good. Maybe this is the first time you're stretching or moving today. So open up through any tight spaces you may feel. Come into happy baby. Grab the knife edges or inner arches of your feet. Legs go wide. Keep your lower back grounded on the mat. If it's lifting, you can grab behind your calves or your thighs. Lengthen one leg, lengthen the other. Rock from side to side. Have some fun. Keep your head grounded on the mat. Let this feel good through your inner thighs and hamstrings. Flex your toes towards your face. Make sure that you're still breathing. One more breath in. One more breath out. Come into supine figure 4 on the right side. So right ankle comes on top of your left thigh. Hands come through the keyhole to the back of your left knee or thigh. Flex your toes towards your face. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Option to use your right elbow to press your right knee away from you for a deeper stretch. Head stays resting on the mat. Breathe. You should feel this through your IT band, hips, psoas. One more breath in. One more breath out. Go ahead and switch it out. So bring your left ankle on top of your right thigh, this time for supine figure 4. Flex your toes towards your face. Option to press your left elbow into your left thigh to create a deeper stretch. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Breathe. Into. So knees are in your chest right now. Rock from side to side. Reset and then start to go along the length of your spine. And rock and roll about 4 to 5 times. All the way through to tabletop position. Awesome job. Let's meet in tabletop. So nice long spine. Stack your wrists underneath your shoulders. Your knees underneath your hips. Untuck your toes. Knees should be about hips distance apart. Gaze is down. Inhale, drop your belly. Shine your heart forward. Look forward. Cow pose. Exhale, lift your spine up towards the sky. Look at your belly button. Press into the tops of your feet. Cat pose. Inhale, drop your belly. Cow. Exhale, lift your spine. Cat. Keep going. Match your breath to your movement and add in anything extra that you might need. Maybe some hip rolls, neck rolls, thread the needle, whatever sounds good to you here. Wherever you are, make sure that you're still breathing, adding in any movement that's comfortable for you, waking up through the body, building and cultivating some heat, waking up for your practice. Two more breaths here. We'll meet back in a neutral tabletop position. Awesome job. Let's meet back in tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up high. Pedal out through your feet. Find some movement here. Waking up to the back line of your body this time, through the hamstrings, calves, feet. Building some heat through the shoulders, through the core. One more breath here with movement, and then find some stillness through your downward facing dog. Actively press all 10 fingertips into the mat. Externally rotate your shoulders away from your ears. Draw your belly button in, and then actively press your heels down towards the mat. Always an option to add a micro bend through the knees, or as much of a bend through the knees as you need to release any tension in the hamstrings. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your space for ragdoll pose. Bring your feet as wide as your hips, maybe even wider. Nice deep bend through the knees. Option to grab opposite elbows, or maybe clasp your hands at the nape of your neck. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Rock from side to side. Find some movement here. One more breath in. On your breath out, release your hands down to the mat, heel toe your feet together. On your inhale, rise slowly, one vertebra at a time. Let your head come up last. Roll your shoulders up to your ears and then down your back. Two more times just like this. Inhale up. Exhale down the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale down the back. Awesome job. Hands come to heart center. For Samasthiti, close your eyes, ground down through your feet. Take a moment here, come back to that intention that we just set. Whether it's one you chose of your own, or the mantra of breath, and whatever it means to you. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your hands up towards the sky. Lift your kneecaps up, engage your thighs here. Draw your belly button in, and then draw your shoulders away from your ears. Take a breath in. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Bring your right hand towards the back of your mat. Left hand reaches towards the front. Keep your hips square to the front of your space. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale through mountain. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Left hand comes towards the back of the room. Right hand reaches forward. Make sure your hips stay square. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, back up through mountain. Exhale, back bend, cactus. Open your arms, open up your chest, and gaze towards the ceiling. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, find a flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Two more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. And hold. Setting up for our first high plank here. So stack your wrists underneath your shoulders. Add a micro bend into your elbows. Draw your navel in. Stack your heels over your toes. Puff up through your shoulder blades here towards the ceiling. Nice job. Gazes down to protect your neck. Awesome job. Take a breath in. Start to hinge forward so that your shoulders pass your fingertips. On your exhale, lower halfway. And then inhale, flip your toes for upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips up towards the sky for downward facing dog. Nice job. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale through mountain. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend, biggest one you can give. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath in. One breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips low, hands come high. Settle in and find your pose. So keep your weight in your heels. Maybe even lift your toes if you'd like a little bit extra. Take a peek at your knees and make sure they're not passing your toes. Draw your belly button in. Lengthen through your lower back. Pinky fingers come face in towards each other. Stay active through the arms. Nice job. Take a breath in. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Keep your hips square towards the front of your space. Find the twist from your belly button through the crown of your head. Gaze can follow the right fingertips. Sink an inch lower because you can. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, back up through chair. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Left hand comes towards the back of the room. Keep your hips square towards the front. Gaze follows the left fingertips this time. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, up through chair. Exhale, drinking bird. Come onto your tiptoes. Palms come face down behind you. Squeeze your pinky fingers in towards each other. Feel your triceps activate. Gaze can be lowered towards the ground. Deeper hinge at the hips here. Breathe. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, left side. Awesome job. Find your balance here. So left knee is bent and lifted at a 90-degree angle. Flex your left toes towards your face. Dial your left hip tip down just an inch so your hips stay square. Add a micro bend in your right knee. Arms are extended towards the ceiling. Gaze is forward. If you fall out, that's okay. Just breathe. Come back into your space, into your pose. It helps to look at something that's unmoving in front of you. Take a breath in. On your exhale, figure four, bring your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Sink your hips back. Hands come to heart center. Nice job. Bend into the right knee. Gaze can lower if that's comfortable for you. Try to keep your chest a little bit upright. Awesome job. Just breathe. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, back up to one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, crescent airplane, land lightly, nice and slow. So crescent legs with airplane arms. So you have a pretty big hinge at the hips here. Torso is leaning forward over the right thigh, gaze is down. Squeeze your pinky fingers in. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Stack your back heel over your back toes, nice and long through the legs. 90-degree angle with the front knee. Awesome job. Take a breath in. On your breath out, warrior two. Open up to the side. Surf it out. Find some movement. First timer here. So let this feel good. Readjust your feet if needed. And then find some stillness in your warrior two. Front knee is at a 90-degree angle. Bring your weight into the knife edge of your back foot. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. Nice long line of energy through both hands. Gazes over your front middle finger. Inhale, lengthen your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach as far forward as you can before dropping your right hand down and left hand up towards the sky. Gaze is up towards your left hand if possible. If your neck is cranky, you can always look down to the mat. Lift an inch higher through the top hand. Find some length through the right side. Add a micro bend into the right knee just to protect it. Breathe. Deep breaths in through the nose. Deep breaths out through the nose. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, reverse triangle. Keep your front leg straight. Reach your right hand up and back to the back of your space. Option for a half bind with your left arm if that's accessible to you. Gaze can be up if that's comfortable for you. Breathing into the right side bodies here. One more breath in. On your exhale, Chaturanga, Dandasana, bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward to the top of your space. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink your hips low, hands come high, settle in. Second side here, moving through slowly, and then we'll speed it up and match our breath to our movement. Keep your weight in your heels. Sink your booty straight back like you're about to sit in a chair. Gaze is forward. Turn your pinky fingers in. Feel the activation through the upper part of your arms. Breathe in. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale, back through chair. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird. Come onto your tiptoes. Gaze comes down. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Lower even more. Nice. Breathe. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, right side. Right leg lifts. Find your balance. Find your pose here. Micro bend in the left knee. Right knee should be at a 90-degree angle. So your knee should be at hip height. Flex your right toes towards your face. Draw your belly button in, engage your core here. This will help you keep your balance. Find something unmoving in front of you. Breath in. On your breath out, figure four. Bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Sink your booty straight back, kind of like you're coming back into chair pose. Find that bend through the left knee. Keep flexing your right toes. Hands are at heart center. Gaze can come to something unmoving in front of you. Keep your neck nice and long. Sink an inch lower and breathe. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, back up to one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Land lightly on your toes. Palms are face down behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Front knee should be stacked over your front ankle. Back heel stacked over your back toes. Hips should be square. Gaze as lowered towards the ground. Find your breath in this pose. Coming back to your inhales, coming back to your exhales, keeping it simple. Nothing else you need to think about or worry about in this moment other than your breath. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, warrior two. Open up to the side of your mat. Readjust your stance. Find some movement. And then find some stillness in your warrior two. The front knee is still stacked over your front ankle. Your weight is still on the knife edge of your back foot here. Shoulders should be stacked over the hips. Breathe. Deep inhales through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward before opening up to 6 and 12 with the arms. Gaze can come up towards your top hand if that's comfortable for you, or it can stay lowered to the ground. Up to you on what works for your neck today. Lift an inch higher through the top hand. Find some length through your left side. Micro bend in the left knee just to protect the knee. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, reverse triangle. Bring your left palm up and over to the back of your space. Keep your length in your front leg. You can add that half bind with the right arm if that sounds good to you. Breathing into the left side body here. Breath in. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands come down to the mat. Option for Ekapada if you'd like to keep that left leg lifted. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Let's flow, matching our breath to our movements. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips low, hands come high. Breath in. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale through chair. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, left leg lift. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale through chair. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right side lift. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale through chair. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left side. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right side. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Reset. Using your breath as a way of keeping your mind in the present moment, allowing your heart rate to slow down, breathing into any tight spaces. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, left side. Exhale, figure four and stay. So find your breath here. Find something unmoving in front of you to find your balance. If you fall out, that's okay. You have the option to stay here. You have the option to bring your elbows onto your shins, or an option to fold forward over the front leg, keeping your left leg as is. If flying pigeon is in your practice, there's always an option to come into flying pigeon here. Wherever you are, make sure you're still breathing. Just hold and breathe. If you're in flying pigeon, give it about 3 breaths before coming back to figure four. One more breath. Come back to figure four if you're not already there. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, full airplane this time. So left leg is going to be hovering in the air rather than down on the mat. Palms are face down behind you. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze through the shoulder blades. And imagine one long line of energy through the crown of your head, through the back of your foot. You might actually have to hinge forward more than you think you need. Keep a micro bend in the right knee. You've got this. One more breath in. On the breath out, land lightly, warrior two. Nice job. Inhale for star pose. Exhale, horse pose. Sink your hips down, toes out, heels in. Hands can come to heart center or out to the side, whatever sounds good to you. Make sure that your shoulders are still stacked over the hips rather than leaning too far forward. Nice job. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink an inch lower. Nice job. Keep breathing. Maybe close your eyes for a balance challenge if that sounds good to you. Wherever you are, deep inhales through the nose and out through the nose. Sink an inch lower. Nice job. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale for star. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Toes go in, heels go out this time. Option to grab opposite elbows or place your hands on the mat, on your ankles, maybe some skandasana, whatever sounds good to you. Find some movement on this side. You have about 5 breaths, so play around. If inversions are in your practice and you feel in a good place to do that today, then inversions are always an option. Headstand, handstand, tripod headstand. Two more breaths. Place your hands back on the mat if they're not already there. Inhale for a halfway lift, find a flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale for star pose. Nice flat spine as you lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Breathe. Deep inhales in. Deep exhales out. Option to stay here or option to move your right hand from your leg and reach it out in front of you, towards the front of your space. Awesome job. Breathe. Keep that micro bend through the front knee so you don't lock it out here. Using the obliques to fire up through the side bodies of your core. Just 3 more breaths. One more breath in. On your breath out, reverse triangle. Find your release through the right side. Take a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, dandasana, or ekapada. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome job. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, right side lift. Exhale, figure 4 and stay. Sink your hips back. Same option here. You can stay in figure 4. You can fold over forward and bring your shins to, or rather your elbows to your shins. Or you can fold all the way down, bring your hands down to the mat. If drinking bird, or rather flying pigeon, is in your practice, always an option to take on that inversion, arm balance. Wherever you are, you're doing great. Just make sure that you're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Breathing into any tight or uncomfortable spaces. Notice where your mind wants to go in tough poses like this. And notice how that can translate to your life outside of your mat in tough times or under duress or stress. Sometimes our mind wants to go other places. Rather than allowing it to, just sit in this moment, embrace what you're feeling, and use your breath to power through. Know that everything is temporary and nothing stays. 2 more breaths here. One more breath. Come back to figure 4 if you're not already there. Inhale back up to one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, full airplane. Hands at the hips, palms come face down. Lengthen your right leg straight behind you. Flex your toes. Nice long line of energy from the bottom of your foot to the crown of your head. Imagine you're in a T. Breathe. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Use your breath. Gaze can be down. One more breath in. On your breath out, land in warrior 2, nice and light. Awesome job. Inhale for star. Exhale, horse. Sink your hips low, toes out, heels in, hands can come to heart. Find your breath. Lift your left heel up. Lower it down. Lift your right heel up. Lower down. Left heel up. Lower. Right heel up. Lower. Keep going. Keep moving, alternating back and forth between right and left heel. Each one lifting. If it sounds good to you, you can lift both at the same time, keeping up the same rhythm. Up to you. Sink your hips lower. Make sure that your shoulders are still stacked over your hips instead of leaning too far forward. Keep lifting those heels. You've got this. Not here for long. Just 5 more breaths. You've got this. Almost through. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Inhale up for star. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, hinge at the hips. Less time on the side, so let's just stay still rather than finding movement. Just stay in stillness, in your breath. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Exhale, triangle pose. Stay here and breathe. Option to keep that left arm down, or you can reach it out towards the front of your mat and allow your top hand to come up and over, reaching towards the front as well. Breathe into your obliques. Both should be working in this pose as you hold your body weight using your core. Breathe into it. Embrace any shakes. Notice where your mind is going. Come back to the idea of just inhales and exhales. You've got this. 2 more breaths. In and out. 1 more in. On your exhale, reverse triangle. Take a breath in. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. One more breath. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 1 this time. So drop your back heel down at about a 45-degree angle. Hips should be square towards the front of your mat. Front knee is bent. Hands are lifted. Take a breath in. Exhale, pyramid pose. Readjust your stance. You can shorten your stance if that sounds good to you. Straighten through the front leg and hinge forward over the front leg. Hands come down. You can shorten your stance if that feels good to you. You can also widen your stance if that feels good. Hips should still be square. You can add a bend into the front knee. It doesn't have to be fully straight. Just fold forward. Forehead should be coming towards your knee. Each exhale, sink a little bit deeper. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, standing split. Launch forward onto your right foot. Fingertips stay down on the ground, still folding forward over your right leg. Left leg is lifted. Flex your left toes towards your face. Take a breath in. Exhale, Jiva squat. Tap your left knee behind your right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Jiva squat. Tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep on going. Keep breathing. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. You've got this for 4, 3, 2. Land lightly in low lunge in 1. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, one-legged mountain pose. Big launch to the front of your space. Left leg lifts. Nice job. Dancer's pose. Use your left hand to grab the inner arch of your left foot. Bring your knees to touch for a second. Breath in. And then on your exhale, start to kick your hand, or your foot rather, into your hand. Use your hand to pull your foot. Create some tension between the hand and foot connection on the left side. Hips should stay square towards the front of your space. Kick, kick, kick. You've got this. Finding a heart opener here. Bending through the back. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath in. Exhale, release, shake it out. Nice job. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 1. Drop your back heel down at a 45-degree angle. Stance should be a little bit wider here, so imagine you're on 2 separate train tracks. Front knee is stacked over your front ankle. Hips should be square towards the front of your space. Awesome job. Take a breath in. Straighten your front leg. Exhale, pyramid pose. Fold forward over your left knee. You can readjust your feet here so that both toes are facing forward. You can shorten your stance. You can also widen your stance. Hips should stay square. With each exhale, allow your forehead to come even closer to your front knee. You can add that micro bend in the front knee or as much of a bend as you need if your hamstrings or hips are cranky. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, standing split. Launch onto your left leg. Flex your right toes as they lift. Hips stay square. Still in that forward fold motion with your upper body. Take a breath in. Exhale, Jiva squat. Tap your right knee behind your left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Keep breathing. You've got this. Just 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. In 1, land lightly, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, one-legged mountain pose, launch forward onto the left leg. Right leg's lifted. Dancer's pose. Grab the inner arch of your right foot with your right hand. Bring your knees to touch. Left hand stays lifted. Take a breath in. Exhale, dancer's pose. Kick your hand into your foot. Foot into your hand. Create some tension. Hips stay square. Opening up through the chest. Gaze should be at something unmoving in front of you. Just breathe. One more breath in. On your breath out, release, shake it off. Inhale for mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come to a seat at the top of your space and lower all the way down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side, massage your lower back. And then allow your legs to fall over to the right side of your mat for a gentle supine twist. Stack your left hip over your right, tear, cactus your arms, and let your head fall to the left side of your space. Inhale back up through center. Reset through the spine. And then allow your legs to fall over to the left side of your mat. Right hip should stack over your left this time. Let your head fall to the right side of your space. Close your eyes. Breathe. Each inhale, find some length through the spine. Each exhale, twist just a little bit deeper through the torso. Inhale back through center. Happy baby. Grab the knife edges or inner arches of your feet. Rock from side to side. Lengthen one leg, lengthen the other. Have some fun, play around. Let this feel good. Inhale back to center, knees into your chest. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Big hug. Inhale in. Exhale, Shavasana, final resting pose. Legs go long, arms go long. Let everything relax. With each exhale, sink deeper into your mat. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. I will bring you out when it is time. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. Take a full body stretch like you're just waking up. And then press yourself over into fetal position on whichever side is most comfortable to you. Knees bent, use your arm as a pillow, eyes stay closed. One breath in, coming back to your intention. One breath out. Press yourself up into an easy seated position. Eyes closed, hands at heart center. Let's take one breath as a community. Exhale all the air out from your lungs. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale your hands to third eye center. The yogi in me honors and high fives the yogi in each and every one of you. Namaste. Nice job, everyone. We'll be back on Friday for a beginner's flow, and I will post the schedule by Sunday on my website for next week's live streaming schedule. Hope you guys have a happy Wednesday.